Hello, my name is Professor Godwell Nhamo. I am working with the University of South Africa in South Africa. Our main campus is based in Pretoria. There are several challenges that our coastal communities face in South Africa. By the way, we have got a stretch of 3,000 kilometers of coastline in South Africa, and we have got two oceans, the Atlantic and also the Indian Ocean. And at times, sometimes say three oceans with the Southern Sea. So the some of the emerging challenges in terms of coastal hazards include sea level rise. We also have got issues around flooding, land-based flooding from extreme rainfall, at times from extreme weather events like tornadoes, like cyclones. They are also contributing to that. We also have got issues around drought. For those that have been following the events in South Africa in 2017 and 18, there was the day zero in Cape Town where we had a severe drought that resulted in a lot of water rationing in the metropolitan of Cape Town and the entire province. There are also other challenges that are associated with our coastal areas. Storm surges, they are common, and of late we have been experiencing spring tides. In one of the coastal towns of Port Alfred, there was one event in 2013 in December, which was quite massive and severe in terms of spring tides. So there are a number of these challenges that are coming to the coastal communities that then impact the livelihoods, their ability to build resilience and adaptation capacity because of these extreme events. Now, what is happening is some of the things that you might not read commonly, or maybe you might not see in some of the presentations that are made in plenary, is the idea of the frequency of these extreme events and also the intensity. So there is definitely science or science that the extreme events are increasing. They are also their intensity is also increasing. So these are some of the common challenges that the coastal communities face. I also forgot to raise matters around coastal erosion. There are also issues around coastal erosion that needs to be addressed. And you know what comes up with coastal erosion? There's also matters around plastic waste or plastic pollution that is experienced in the coastal communities. Other maybe extreme events include salinization, ocean acidification, and general ecosystems degradation, including maybe the degradation of mangroves and other blue carbon related ecosystems. Yes, this is quite an interesting question you are raising. And cost prediction and global cost, they come in handy as global partners. They have got expertise. I know cost predict is working with CMCC. It's also working with the Decade Collaborative Center for Coastal Resilience. And of course, there is a center there in Bologna University. So we can say we can collaborate. They can assist in deployment of technologies. Then also in collaborating with us in pilot coastal resilience sites. For example, we have a pilot site which is the entire metropolitan municipality in one of the provinces, Eastern Cape province. In that province, we have identified Buffalo City Metropolitan Municipality, where we are embarking on a research program called A Smart and Resilient Buffalo City. So in this program, there are a number of research sites and research projects we can collaborate with Cost Predict and Global Cost. Yes, when I came to this General Assembly, cost predict General Assembly, there are a number of approaches and technologies that excited me. So the first one is the technologies around digital twinning, ocean digital twinning or ocean digital twins. And I'm hoping that when we go back to South Africa, we are going to partner with the Cost Predict CMCC and other stakeholders in trying to hook to the global movement around the ocean digital twins. We could possibly start with the portion of the metropolitan, which is coastal, and then we can set up that. So that's excitement number one that I got. The second excitement really came when I was told that CMCC has got citizen science low cost technologies that possibly they can deploy in South Africa as we start ocean observation using that low cost technology. So we are ready as a pilot site to deploy and actually experiment with some of that low cost technology as a pilot site. And I think the last technology that I'm interested in, which basically is from high computing, is to embark on AI related methods in terms of data generation and also in terms of deploying AI methods in terms of disaster risk reduction and management. I'm looking at a situation whereby some of the technologies like neural networks, random trees, random forest, like also fuzzy logic and many other AI and machine learning technologies can be applied in terms of early warning systems for coastal communities, in terms of search and rescue, in terms of assessing damage from disasters, in terms of recovery and reconstruction and monitoring. So these are some of the maybe technologies that we are expecting they can be deployed, and with the capabilities and capacity that Cost Predict and its partners have, it is going to be an interesting time for us partnering with them and in deploying either methodologies, technologies, and the associated improvements that we can embark on in researching and building coastal resilience and ocean observation. Yes, the interesting part for me, coming from South Africa and after interacting online with many stakeholders and people, so I call them virtual participants, was for me to meet these people. For example, I met Professor Nadia Pinadi. I also met Mariette. I met Ariba. I met a lot of other people that I've just been seeing online. So it's a different engagement altogether when it is face to face. I also met Helen from Tanzania. I also met Aleta, Aleta from the Philippines. So there are many people, Jason from Ghana. So these are all people that I've met by my being here. And also Giovanni, I met Giovanni. So there are a lot of people that I met face to face, and we had time to engage and talk about some of the projects that we are having, and also other many participants that were coming to me, especially after my presentations, expressing their desire to partner in terms of the project that we are having. Then I think the big plus was around the fact that it's quicker to network. You get contacts there and there. You start in the evening writing to these people. They start responding, and you start also sharing the ideas with them at tea, during lunch, and maybe during dinner. So this is for me a face-to-face event. It has got its own major advantages in terms of things happen quicker, and you see the person behind maybe the voice at times. During virtual meetings there's just a picture, or there's just a blank screen. So I think for for me, coming to Italy was quite a plus, and I want to thank the sponsors that came through to us, the Decade Collaborative Center for Coastal Resilience and their partners, Coast Predict, in bringing me up here and also being part of the General Assembly. I was also involved in a lot of presentations. This morning I did a presentation in the General Assembly around Restore Our Coast, which is a UN Decade 42.5 endorsed action. I also did a webinar for the school that is running now, and I was sharing around the net zero, near zero emissions and coastal resilience in wastewater treatment works in globally and in South Africa. So all these opportunities allowed me to meet with the people and also to share ideas. And I'm looking forward that by the time I go back to South Africa, we are going to solidify some of these links and relationships that I established during my visit here in Italy.